Hello everyone, and welcome to Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition. Today we are playing this wonderful old gem from, oh boy, I think it was published in 2001, but it was remastered and put on Steam, and I'm a huge fan of CRPGs, but I was kind of hesitant to record them and put them on YouTube, because they're kind of long, story-driven games, but you know what? Fuck it, we're gonna do it. Mostly this was kind of to replace Darkest Dungeon, because as much as I love that game, I'm just not really in the mood to play it anymore, and I wanted to play another CRPG. I recently beat Pillars of Eternity, so I needed more to scratch that itch. So here we are in Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition, and this is not the very beginning, because I've played through the very beginning so many times, and it's just super boring to have to run through it like a 25th time. So I figured we'd start right after that, and I'll just give you the rundown. This is the beginning of Chapter 2. We were captured, we woke up, we kind of escaped our way out of the dungeon, but mostly that's just to refresh people with like the mechanics and stuff of Baldur's Gate, the series, which is based on the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 1 or 2, I believe, rule set. So I'm a huge fan of D&D, played a ton, so I know the rules a lot better in this than I do in Pillars of Eternity, actually. And I wanted to get into this, and we'll see. Up here is this is our guy, our man, Silas Slater, who's actually based on a 5th edition character of mine, because I'm a huge nerd in Dungeons & Dragons. He's a bard, which after making and committing to, because you know how much I love jesters, if you guys have seen my Darkest Dungeon playthrough, I had to make one. I had to make one in 5th edition D&D, I had to make one in Baldur's Gate, but woe is me. After doing some research and making this character, Bard is probably the worst class I could have picked. It's honestly, it's just, every class does everything they do, but better. But what Bard has going for it is they can do pretty much everything. So we're gonna go with it. I made his stats very similar to his actual 5th edition stats. And the problem with that is that all these points in charisma are just pretty darn wasted. Like, there's no reason to have 18 charisma if you're trying to min-max in this game, because there's a ring, and one of my characters, is it Minsk? Who did I give it to? Yeah, Minsk. For some reason, I don't know why I gave it to Minsk, but Minsk has the ring that just automatically sets your charisma to 18, so there was really no reason to do that. On the upside, maybe some people will treat us better. Who knows? So that's how we're going to get into it. For those of you that don't know this game, this is obviously the second one. That's why it's called 2. But the storyline of the first one isn't super important. You do need to know that the main character is a child of a god, is the main like a god of death, and he tried to redeem himself by he wants to not, well, supposedly he wants to not be the evil demon child that everyone expects him to be if they know his lineage. So he's trying to go do good things. And I don't play evil. Like, I cannot play as an evil character. It just makes my skin crawl. So we are neutral good, and most of our party is going to be good. I probably won't pick up any evil people just because I can't do it, and then they'll fight, and I don't want to hear them bitching at each other. So the grayscale here is because I had the game paused, so I have this nice little feature where it makes the game grayscale. Oh, hoy. You'd be the one I was watching for, eh? Uncle Galen told me to give you a bit of help to find some work. Listen up. He went like some British to Southern. If you go to the Bridge District, there's this place called the Five Flagons. He's Southern again. They got some sort of play going on there. You're a bard, eh? I am, in fact, a bard. I'm impressed. Maybe you'd want to check it out. Do you want me to show you the way to the edge of the slums? And Silas Slater is Southern, because I like to give my D&D characters silly accents. So, let's see, what do we want to say? Certainly, I will seek out the Five Flagons and watch the play. You know what? I'm a bard. Love plays and stuff. Sure. Okay, then make sure to stay close, because I don't have time to wait for you. Alright, oh boy, he's just taking us right to the Bridge District. Here you be. I'm sure you can find the rest of the way from Is this the bottom of the bridge district? No, this is the edge of the slums. Okay, Jahira or Shakira, however you wanna. I'm gonna call her Shakira because I think it's funny. Um, where to now? Well, how in the hell should I know? Well, don't snap at me, mister. I thought simply you might have a plan of sorts. Obviously, I was mistaken. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry, Silas. I hate that it uses both of our names. I do not wish to cause undue strain in our party. I'm merely a bit stressed, and no doubt you are as well. Uh, think nothing of it, Shakira. It is understandable that you'd be stressed. We did just kind of escape a prison and all that. Yes, but not acceptable. We are friends and should act as such. I apologize. Thank you, Shakira. That is quite kind. This kid, literally, we walked from here to, like, down here. That's all the kid did. Let's see, our whole party is kind of hurt. So we're gonna have him cast some nice cure wounds. You're a rogue, you can't cast anything. Cure medium wounds. Cure medium wounds, I guess, on Shakira. Oh, I guess I should give the rundown of the party and what we're doing here. So, we escaped a wizard's tower, who then one of our party, who's kind of a close friend from the first game, so I guess the first game storyline does kind of matter, was captured by the cowled wizards who run the city. They don't like anyone casting magic inside the city limits, and as a bard, it's kind of a problem, because most of our usefulness comes from being able to cast magic, but that's not allowed. So, yeah, that's an issue. So she was captured. We've got to go get her back. We've got Mince here, who is a chaotic, good human ranger, who his animal companion is this lovely little hamster bro named Boo. He's a little crazy, to put it lightly, but he's great fun and has some great voice lines, so we're keeping him. I don't care what happens, we're keeping Minsk. He's also really good. Like, his stats are really good. 6 wisdom, 8 intelligence, perfect. Here is Yoshimo, who is this East Asian bounty hunter. He's pretty much our bard right now. Not bard. He's pretty much our rogue for the party right now, because he's the only one who can find traps, and that's very important to be able to do in this game. You can run it without it, but you'd need you need to dedicate some spells from either your arcane or your divine casters to find traps and stuff. But this guy's got, let's see, find traps at 100, which is really high. It's not 100%, but it's damn good, so he's going to do that for us. This is Shakira, who's from the first game as well. She's a druid and fighter. I can't remember what the term is. She's either multi-classed. So she's leveling up both fighter and druid at the same time. So all the XP the party gets is then split between as many characters, up to 6 as you have, and then that chunk of XP that goes to Shakira is then cut in half and goes to each one of her 2 classes that she's leveling up. But she's also pretty solid, kind of haughty, not like girl you a hottie, but like HAUGHTY, like aloof and brisk and like bossy, but she's nice. And she heals, so that's good. I haven't really found a super good use for her. Like, she's fine, and like there's a lot of good story elements with her, but if we're gonna replace someone, it's probably going to be Shakira. And this is Aerie, who we just picked up, who's weak as hell as far as HP goes, only 32, but she is a mage and a cleric, so she is pretty much all the spellcasters into this one glass cannon package, and she does amazing heals along with Shakira. Shakira is also good at healing. Can't wear armor or anything like that, just robes. But that's the party right now. She also likes to complain. I have not beaten this game yet, but I do have another save that is much farther ahead than this one. So I have played through most of this previously. With that, we do really need to get a rest, so let's go to the Bridge District, as we were told. Go to that inn, the 5 Flagons.
I trust you'll be keeping your weapons at your sides.
I should hate to have to run you by the garrison if anything should happen. What are you implying? I don't take kindly to intimidation. Keep your temper, I'll run you in. I am not taking any chances with anyone. There's been too much death around here as it is. I'm warning everyone so as to get the word out that there are guards on the streets. We've had a string of killings. He just comes right out with it. My goodness. And I don't want any more happening. Well, that's kind of an asshole thing to say. Let's say. Bandits are such, no doubt. I've had my fair share of attacks as well. Which is true. I think. I think that's happened. I might get my two playthroughs mixed up, but bear with me. It'll be fine. Bandits, I understand. They are easy enough to figure out. What's happening here is, it's murder, but not like I've ever seen. Okay, Lieutenant Aegisfield. I hope you guys can hear him, because some of his lines are actually voice acted, but not all of them. I just don't have the manpower to protect everyone. He's been killing paupers, sometimes in the alley where they sleep. That's mean. Oh my god, brutal. Why would someone prey on the poor? What could they have to take? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with, because Silas is a nice dude. He's a nice dude. Nothing. They have nothing to take. He kills them, and that is all. Not only is it pointless, but he does it in as painful a way as possible. It's sick. That is kind of... He flays them alive. Okay, I guess... What? Wait, I need to make the joke, and I can't remember the name of the house in Game of Thrones. Yeah, Bolton. He's obviously a member of House Bolton. Flayed man has no secrets, or whatever they're saying is. He flays them alive. There's been blood all over the area. This is clearly Ramsay Bolton. Little Faraji, a local urchin, found the latest victim. I hate to think of a child seeing that. Yeah. So what I do like about this game, unlike a lot of other modern CRPGs, they tend to hold your hand a bit more. Not like a ton, but a bit more than this one does. So this just casually mentioned kid in this text may or may not get added to our quest journal. It might, but there won't be any marker. There won't be anything like that. So if we're walking around and we happen to see a kid named Faraji, like, talk to him. He's probably got some stuff to tell us, or some useful tips or something. So I like that. That's interesting. Local urchin found the latest victim. I hate to think of a child seeing that. That sounds horrid. I can't imagine anything so awful. Why would someone want to do such a thing? Shut up, Barry. The confines of the city do not do much to chisel at the sanity of its inhabitants, but I wonder if there is some other force at work. We had best be wary. Yes, we must, Shakira. Enough of this. I must go about my rounds. If you have any information about the murders, be sure to let me know. Don't go looking for trouble, though. I have enough problems with walkers and beggars. Old Rampa was damn near killed, and a street woman in the area, Rose, is plain lucky. Don't be like them. You needn't worry about our pact, Lieutenant. From what I've seen, he almost went French. From what I've seen, Silas Slater and his allies can protect themselves from just about anything. Aw, Yoshimo. Bay. Alright, let's see, what does our journal say? Solve the Skinner murders in the bridge. The lieutenant mentioned that there was a series of grisly murders occurring in the bridge district. Someone is murdering the poor. He mentioned that a child, Faraji, saw the most recent victim, and also mentioned a beggar, Rampa, and a courtesan, Rose, as being involved in the investigation somehow. So, immediately, we came here to go see a play, and we've been told that people have been murdered, and we have a new quest already, which has nothing to do with the play that we still haven't gotten to go see. I tell you, it's only going to get worse, and you can't tell who they are just by looking at them. This one here was in the tavern just last night. Hush up, you. He was a man like any other. Just because he was in with the Shadow Thief crowd doesn't mean you could refuse to serve him. Also, so, the city is technically run by a council, and the cowled wizards are the ones who are like, meh, magic, it's bad. But the Shadow Thieves are the ones who, like, really pull the the puppeteers. They really pull the strings, so they're kind of a huge organization. Not to like spoil anything, but I'm sure we'll have to buddy up with them, or at least deal with them at some point. Got his own trouble anyway. Without you helping, have to refuse half the city if you bar Shadow Thieves. Probably end up dead too. They don't scare me. Look at this bunch, dead as they can get, and their black little hoods didn't help them one bit. What killed them was a lot more than you could handle. Look at the marks on them. If this is a guild war like they say, it's just going to get worse. Yeah, you said that already. Maybe I should close up shop for a few 10 days. A few 10 days? That's like a month. You'll starve. I could use a break. Maybe he's rich. Maybe he can go on vacation or something. You close up when someone spills salt or forgets to knock on wood. Yeah, you old warrior. Business as usual for me. We'll see. Guild wars just mean trouble. Lots of trouble. Okay, well, there's no loot to be had on these guys, so not important. Let's see. The map usually marks anything important. It's a family estate. That's the 5 flagons inn and the merchant square. So this is where we're heading. Maybe the courtesan. What am I saying? I know for a fact the courtesan's there. I just did this section. But the 5 flagons is also where we're heading for the play that we're supposed to see. And fun thing about... I've just realized that for some reason my game does not take up the full... Alright, well it's just gonna be like this awkward black bits below. Alright, let me just scoot this down then so you can see more of my pretty face up here and not really take up much of it. Whatever, it's an old game. That's kind of to be expected. I forget what I was saying. Oh, I have done this before. This is not the direction that I took on. Did I slow down time or something? You guys are running really sluggish. Let's go talk to her. Hello there, handsome. What is it that Rose can do for you? Need a little rest and relaxation from your travels? Perhaps, though I am more interested in a little information right now. Let's go with that. Information costs just like anything else. If you've got the coin, I'll chit-chat as long as you like. 20 gold to your tastes. We'll have a nice long talk. Too high! No! I'll pay your little fee. Alright, good. Talk all you want then. I'll be your sympathetic ear. What's on baby's mind? If any of you have confused thoughts about me right now, and that's none of my business, you do whatever you like. Let's see. The guards seem to think that you saw something at a recent murder. I'll go with that one. That's the least, like, aggressive out of them. That Aegisfield talks too much. That's true, he does. I told him what I... Oh, she's also Southern. I told him what I saw, which was nothing. A man in a hood. That's all I saw. Didn't know the poor sod that died. Wait. There was... something. A smell. Besides the blood, I mean. I think I smelled... girl berries? Yeah, that's it. Girl berries, or something like it. I can't help it. She's a Southern belle. Girl berries? What are they used for? I can't recall. Guards didn't seem to think the information was important. They just laughed. I would probably recognize it if I smelled it again. Talk to that merchant, Belle. He might know what smells like that. Weird. I'll see if I can choose between whatever he suggests. That'll help you, sweetie. All right, well. Gotta just kind of walk away. Thank you. I'll be back as soon as I can. I'll be waiting. You bought your time. All right, this dude right here is who we're trying to talk to. Let's see. What can I do for you today? You seem a bit agitated. Anything you need? What do you have that smells like girl berries? Locally, well, let me think. I know of 3 things with that smell. Girly berries are one, that bark, and the bark of the oak is similar, and sullock berries too. What would these things be used for locally? Well, I do brisk business in girl berries. They're used in folk remedies, turned into topical salves for intimate afflictions. Yeah. Oak bark is used to make tannin, I believe. Natural curative agent for working with skins. Been in use for centuries. There's a tanner, Rajik. I think his name's Rajik Hadsman, who works in the shop near there. Near here? Near here, not near there. He might have some tannin. I'm not sure. It might be worth it to ask him. Solic berries are used in a local bakery for their signature mumbleberry pie. Very tasty, but they are closed now. It's the berries off season. All right. I have some of each if you wish, free of charge, because it's been a slow day. Was there anything else? No, thank you. As you wish. I'll be here if you wish to return. Oh boy, my inventory is full, so he just threw it on the ground. He's like, this not important. He dropped a wand because the other things were quest items, so he refused to drop those. He just dropped he dropped the one because that wasn't quest related, which I guess is a neat mechanic. All right, let's go talk to Rose Her name is Rose Bouquet. Back again. This has to be the weirdest question I've ever asked a customer, but do you have what you wanted me to smell? Yes, I do. He gave me 3 things for you to sample. Amazing. All right, then. Let's have a look. Let me have those. Good. My inventory is free again. I've just remembered why I knew it smelled like girl berries. It's not what the man smelled like. Oh, that's weird. The dialogue just confused me. Oh, no wonder the guards were laughing. Never mind. Oh, it's because that was the STD potion was what they're used for. Solic berries. Mumbleberry pie, right? That's not the smell, though. Good thing, too. I'd hate to think of the murderers every time I smelled a pie. Next. That's the one. This tree bark stuff. What do you... Tree bark? It's tree bark. It's like... It's not tree bark stuff. It just is. It's just it's like rock things? Weird. No, it's tree bark. It was stronger smelling on him, though. This is the same, but it's faint. What would make him smell like this? None of your business. No, it's oak bark. It's used to make tannin for making leather. So he might have worked with leather? Odd. Well, I hope that helped. You've got what you wanted. Off with you now, perhaps. No. Goodbye. Oh, she's got the eye for old Silas. Too bad Silas is totes gay. I mean, it comes with being a bard, right? All bards in D&D are either bi or gay. Right? Right? Alright, let's see what we can do here. We need to... Let's go down and watch this play, and then we'll come up and have a night alone in bed to rest to get our spells back. Jeez. A fair eve to ye, sir. The troupe of players is just beginning in the next performance. If you wish to partake, we ask that you donate 5 gold for a ticket, but it's not required. I'll do that. Very well. Let me see this play of yours, then. Most gracious of you, sir. You may enter the theater as you wish. Just show your ticket to yon ushers, please. There we go. 5. How much gold do I have? Okay, 3,000. So I've been spending, like, expecting I had a bunch, and, luckily we did. Go on inside. Hope you enjoyed the play. Why is no one sitting on these benches? Probably because that was too hard to animate in 2000. That's a gigantic heart.
You have only one option left. Turnest thou to me, and let us be wed at last.
No, Kirinaldo. I cannot.
Gripping.
Oh, Rodrigo, Rodrigo, my fair love, where hast thou gone?
These cutscenes, though.
Here I am. Here I am. My,
Sweetums.
Yes, Rodrigo, Rodrigo, it is thee at long last. But where have...
I've been, across the sea, my fair,
Well, this is a
my
train
fair
wreck.
one. Yes, that's it. Across the sea, and,
Say, that's not the actor we had last time.
And perhaps on the new lands, my lord?
Where's the actor that was here last time? Ugh.
This is terrible.
It is indeed terrible and awful.
Is it Rodrigo? No, no. How can this be?
Well, you should be. So, confused?
It is confused, right?
It is baffled. Baffled.
Baffled, yes. Well, you should look so baffled, my lord. Kironaldo. 'Twas you who...
Oh boy.
Terrible. Get him off the
I'm getting like
table.
secondhand embarrassment from this like 2000
Way.
Dungeons and Dragons RPG.
Arranged for me.
Oh boy, I'm just gonna
You are correct, Rodrigo. 'Twas I that arranged for thy trip across the great ocean. 'Twas truly fiendish of me, but how did thy ever come to return so quickly?
I forget.
I'm just the understudy.
I agree. Boo! Boo!
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh boy. I paid 5 gold for that.
I am sorry, good folk of the audience. As you can see, things are not quite right with our troop due to circumstances beyond our control.
What is this? Minsk and Boo were just getting into this wonderful story, then it was sadly interrupted. A work of mastery this is. That's also nothing close to Minsk's voice, which is actually acted a bunch.
When we have restored matters, we shall prove to you then that the sigil troop is worthy of your attention and coin. And we shall do so for free, of course. And one final odd request, good folk. If you or another knows of those who are skilled in the arts of sword and adventure, do send them to speak to me. It is a matter of utmost urgency.
Skilled in sword and adventure? I do say.
Tell them to come
Silas
and speak
Slater
to I,
meets those
Realis Shy.
qualifications.
I apologize.
We were also sent here to
Did you have
come
a good evening?
help or watch it play or something? I don't know. Let's go talk to Realis Shy and see what's up. Maybe Silas Slater joins the what's their name? The Sigil Troop and doesn't go adventuring at all and just becomes an actual full-time performer. The best the end. The end of Baldur's Gate 2.
Hello. I am afraid if you are looking for a refund for tonight's performance, I can only tell you to come back when our troop is not in such disarray.
Actually, I'm here regarding your call for adventurers. I know I may not look like one, but in fact, I am. Is this true, child? Smate files upon us. There's nothing what that says, but that's what you get. Then, for I can see in your bearing that you are a man of no mean experience. I thank you for no average experience. Thank you for coming to our aid. Now, what is it exactly that you need me to do? Who are you people? I don't quite recognize what race you belong to, if you'll pardon my asking. You know what? Silas is a man always looking for info and tidbits and like fun facts, so he's going to ask that. Hopefully it's not racist. I understand what you ask, child. We are people from distant lands, and all of us are of mixed heritage. Please, my good man, will you aid us? I would need to know what the problem is exactly, and if it's a matter concerning private ailments, well, we've got some girlberry potions that will clear that right up. You must hear our story then. One of our actors, Herdalis, I think that's how it's pronounced, has been kidnapped by a wizard native in the city. He has made no effort to negotiate with us. The wizard's greed may have called to him at the sight of Herdalis's beloved gem, something our sparrow would not gladly surrender. Herdalis is your sparrow? So this wizard has stolen both away, and there's nothing we can do. I would ask that you return your sparrow and his gem to us both by whatever means possible. Why aren't you contacting the city guard about this kidnapping? I am unsure of your particular customs, but it has never been the sigil's fortune to be treated fairly by the many city authorities who we have come across. Classic bards, I guess, yeah. As well, Herr Dallas might be released. Would the gem be returned? The wizard could say it is his, and we could offer no proof to the contrary. Okay, that's fair. Tell me who this wizard is then, and where I might find him. His name is Mekrith, I believe. I know that his lair can be accessed through the city's sewers. Why? Though where exactly it lies is a mystery. Alright, I see. I'm not going to ask them for a ton of money. They just said they have none, and they're like, I'm an actor, they're actors. Like, Silas is an actor, not me, Brian. And we both don't really have a ton of money right now. I feel for them. We're kindred spirits, you know? So I think I will just say, very well, I shall do as you ask, Ray Ellis. Fly, then. Fetch our brother. I am not the sparrow. I cannot fly yet. That is like a level 5 spell. Also, I don't think it's in this game, because that would be super hard to animate at the year 2000. So, away from his captor. It's also only a level 3 spell in Modern, and 3.5 in 5th edition to the 2 D&D editions I play, but that's not important. However you might, and return to us soon. My prayers go with you, my good man. Alright, we've got another quest. And now we're gonna go take a nap. And by take a nap, I mean like rent a room and sleep for 8 hours, because we need to get our spells back, because all of our healing has been used up. I'd also like to, I saw all these, and I wanted to give them to, what's her face over here? Ariola? Ari. That's her name. I don't know why I didn't just guess Ari. So we're going to do this stuff. Let's see. Because you get experience for writing. So wizards, because she's a wizard and a cleric, you can take the scrolls and you can write them into your spell book, and then they have those, they can then memorize those spells. But you also get experience if it succeeds, and because I'm playing on the standard D&D rules, I'm not playing on like the normal game mode. I'm playing, it's slightly more difficult, so there's a chance that it won't fail. But if it, I mean that it will fail, but if it succeeds, you get some XP. So it's worth it to write them, especially on spells like this that are super easy to come across, and things that I probably won't. Wow. All right, fireball, probably gonna fail. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just give her some of these. We probably won't ever need to use those identify spells, because being a bard, there's this nice stat called, I mean, regardless of whether you're a bard or not, there's this nice stat called lore, which if we check other people's, Minsk has a lore of 0 because he's kind of dumb, not very wise, and he's a ranger who gets no bonuses to it. Yoshimo gets a lore of 33 because rogues get some little bonus, a little bonus, and he's also pretty smart. Shakira over here has a lore of 8 because, you know, fighters and druids don't know too much, but she's got some wisdom. And then Ari here is very intelligent, very wise, has a lore of 31 because mages and clerics get a little bonus. Mages do. I don't think clerics do. But that's not important because I have a... Oops. Because I have a lore of 100, that means I can pick up an item and be like, yep, I know exactly what this item is, even if I don't have to cast. So it basically, I know a lot of shit, so I can pick up weird weapons that we find and be like, I know exactly what this is, and then we can use it immediately without having to cast Identify or waste any spells with Identify, because it's just like a quality of life. It's like super good for that. It's just way easier. Oh, and there I point, like you guys can see my hand going to the screen, but down here you can see the XP we got for writing in the spells into Ari's spell book. Because they're first level spells and a second level, it's just 1,000 and then 2,000. Let's go talk to the barkeep and rent ourselves a room, and I think we'll call that the first session. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I'd like to see what you have available. I'm not talking any... Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed. Well, we gotta celebrate with some Evermead. And we got some nice little rumor about it. I hope you guys enjoyed Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition, and I look forward to following me and Silas Slater throughout the, I don't know, until I get bored, until I feel like I can't talk anymore. Hope you guys... There's a weird symbol next to Silas's, health bar, and I was wondering if that was a level up, but it's not. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you want to see more, by all means tell me. Leave a like, all that jazz. I know this isn't quite it's not Darkest Dungeon, but I know a lot of you are here for that, and I wanted to find a game that kind of replaced it a little bit. That's not like Heroes of the Storm. I know a ton of you aren't interested in that because that's not what you came to the channel for, but that's a game I've been playing, so I wanted to record it. So here's also a game that I've been playing that feels like it fits the vein of Darkest Dungeon a lot better because Heroes doesn't fit it at all. So I'm hoping with my personality and this game and how it's kind of similar to Darkest Dungeon that a bunch of you would be interested in sticking around and seeing. I know the episodes are going to be kind of long because like it's a slow game, but I thought you guys would enjoy that. So prove to me right or prove to me wrong that you do or don't by telling me. Let me know, by all means, please. And if you've stuck around this long, I guess it's a good sign. I'll see you guys next time. We're gonna go ahead and rent a royal room. Ooh, that cutscene. Ooh, all those like 12 pixels, and there's a rat in our room. Goodbye.